Hey everybody, it's Lee. If you're a coach or you're looking for a great coach's gift this season, I'm really excited to announce that we've updated our book, How to Win, a step-by-step guide to creating a championship culture for your team for its 10th anniversary. I was really excited when our publisher came to us and asked us to update the book because we've been implementing the strategies within it for over 10 years now, which means we could add in stories, examples, and use cases for you to make sure that it works for your team. So again, the book, How to Win, a step-by-step guide to creating a championship culture for your team by Lee M.J. Elias is available on Amazon.com right now. Get it in time for the holidays. It's a great gift for your coach. I promise you they won't take the title to heart as long as you let them know it's from your favorite podcast, Our Kids Play Hockey, which we're going to get into right now. Happy holidays, everybody. Hello, hockey skaters and goalies around the world. Welcome back to another edition of the Ride to the Rink. Today, we have one of the greatest coaches in NHL history. He has won the Stanley Cup. He has won gold with Canada. He has won the Gagarin Cup, which is the KHL in Russia's championship. And he has coached some of the greatest athletes that have ever played this game, like Wayne Gretzky, Mark Messier, Mario Lemieux, just to name a few. There's a lot more. And we want him to talk to you today about what kind of effort, what kind of mindset, and what kind of drive you need to have if you want to make it to the highest levels of hockey. So I'm going to ask him a question, and he's going to dive right in. Here we go. You've managed some of the greatest players of all time. You've also managed just hockey players and people in general. You've had to manage people in a band. You've had to manage people in college. For the kid out there that's listening, and that kid's dream is the NHL or to play hockey at a high level. You've seen it. What is your guide for that kid on this journey? What do they need to keep in mind? What do they need to keep doing to make that opportunity a possibility?
I think that there's a few things, but a couple would be, first of all, you have to have faith in your beliefs, in your passion, in what you want to accomplish in life. And secondly, you have to work. Nothing is free. You can be the most talented. And if you are the most talented, and again, we cite the people that I coached that were, but they also knew how to work and how to get prepared and how to be better. You know, from the Wayne Gretzky's, the Mario Lemieux, the Mark Messiers, and it goes on, and all the Hall of Famers I coached. They knew how to work. They had a talent and they had a passion and they cared, but they had to learn how to discipline themselves and work at what they wanted to accomplish. And whether it's music, art, doesn't matter whether you're a technician, a plumber, fireman, doesn't matter. If you want to be the best that you can be, then you have to have that idea that you have to be devoted to developing those skill sets or that ability, whatever it takes.
I love that. And
if at the same time, if it's a passion, then it doesn't seem like work. It seems like like you're loving what you're doing. So, you know, that's all part of, if you can find that niche that really excites you and you're passionate about, then you should make it happen.
Well, and I love that you led with faith on that, because the faith is also within yourself, right? And for the kids listening, it can be very easy to look outside yourself or that need for other people to believe in you. But Mike, you just kind of said it. The real person that needs to believe in you is you. That's comes from within you. So for the kids listening, you know, like, you have to be inspired by what Coach just said there. But the idea is this: if you want to accomplish anything, this is not just for hockey, what Mike is saying here. You've got to find that feeling within you to get up and put that work in. And here's the other thing, kids: there's no guarantees. There's no guarantees that what you want will become come to fruition. But I promise you that if you put the work in and the time in, not only will you get way further than anybody thought possible, but you will learn so much about yourself and who you are and what you can accomplish. That is so important. So I'm going to say it again: faith in yourself, faith in general, obviously very important. You have to believe in something bigger than yourself, but you got to believe in yourself. And Mike, I'll tell you just a quick story. We were actually in Lake Placid, a place I know you're very fond of. And we were in a tournament. I was so proud of these kids. And I want the parents to listen, to know this too, that are listening. These kids were 10 years old. So we're not talking 18, 17. These are 10-year-old kids. And before a big game, the messages were, as hard as we work, there's someone out there working harder than us. We got to be those guys today. And then another kid stood up and said, as hard as we're going, we got 40% more than we think we do. Those were the messages these kids were giving themselves at 10 years old. I was so proud of that locker room before that game, right? And after the game, obviously. But the wherewithal to understand we need to work. We need to work to accomplish our goals. So, Mike, I love that you brought that up.
Well, it's not easy. And for the kids to realize it and to understand it, it takes education, takes time. I was very passionate and wanted to be an NHL player, but I didn't have the ability in the end. But I found another way of getting there. So,
yeah,
as you
your backup plan worked.
Yeah, there's no guarantees. So, if it doesn't work in Plan A, then at least you've prepared yourself and you've developed some skills that gives you a chance at Plan B or C, whatever the case might be.
All right, that's going to do it for this edition of the Ride to the Rink. Kids, remember, you can ask us questions or send us comments wherever you're listening to this podcast. In the description, there's a link. If you click on that, you can actually text us directly. We get those texts and ask us a question. Or if you want to go old school, use an email address, team@ourkidsplayhockey.com. Send us an email. Let us know. You can send us emails. You can send us audio. You can, however you want to ask us a question. You can go on social media, figure it out. We love to hear from you kids. But that's going to do it for this edition of the Ride to the Rink. Once again, remember, we believe in you. You should too. Always have fun playing this game. Skate on. We'll see you next time.